What's happening, people? It's your girl Minna. Welcome back to the channel. Big up to everyone locked in. Friday vibes. You know what it is, man. Big up to Saeed. Saeed, how you doing? First and foremost.
Yeah, man. I'm all good. Can't complain. Friday. And yeah, no, I'm just looking forward to the weekend, Derby weekend. And the games are just thick and fast. Like, you can't even relax.
You got no time to dwell on a game, innit? Because another one is like 2 days away.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing I've learned about this whole situation right now, is that you cannot think about, we had a bad performance or whatever it was against Victoria Pilsen, but we move. We've got to think about Sunday, and then it's Thursday, then it's Sunday. So it ain't easy, but we're here. But how are you?
It ain't easy. I'm good, man. I'm good. Alhamdulillah. I streamed all week, I think, a couple of days, but I've been sick and I was in Manchester for a bit. So I've just been busy. But
yeah, how was that, man? Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. I went just for some context, guys. I was at the Etihad campus. I think that's what it's called, the training facility for City. I was doing a shoot with EA Sports and the women's team. I play up on the women's team at Man City. Their campus is nice. I can't lie. It's serious. It's a serious campus, bro. It's a serious campus. They've got like, I think it's like 7 or 6 outdoor pitches. They've got the Joey Stadium, where the women's play, and then it's the Etihad Stadium, innit? And I guess that's what probably Jim Ratcliffe is trying to aspire to do, I think, with the Old Trafford area, is do something similar to that, where you can go from a women's. That's why it's so good, by the way, for City fans. They can go, if Man City men and women are both playing same day, but there's a couple of hours between kickoff, they can go from one game to another easily. Whereas United, you have to go from flipping, where is it? Wigan, the Leeds Sports Village, all the way to Old Trafford.
Old Trafford is a joke.
But it's cold up north, or like it's cold in Manchester.
Listen, this is what we were surviving. But apparently it's snowing in London though.
Nah, it's snowing. Someone's lying to you.
I saw someone today post something about
someone is lying. Someone's lying to you, bro.
Okay,
it hasn't.
Fair enough.
I don't think it snowed yet in the winter. I think it snowed one day back, like in November, but it's not really snowing like
okay, fair enough.
But listen, we got a lot to talk about, man. There's the world of Manchester United is a madness right now. I was telling Saeed off camera, I went to bed after the game yesterday, woke up to a madness online. People accusing players of leaking stuff. And you know what's funny? You know what I realized? Last week when we lost to Forest, everything was overshadowed because of the Dan Ashworth news.
Facts.
And then yesterday's game, everything is overshadowed because of leaking stuff.
Yeah.
Can we just have one normal day in the fan base?
Never a normal day. Never. You won't ever, like, we were talking about it last night. It was like, yo, when have United ever just kind of gone under the radar? Said, nah, Ronaldo, Sancho, Rashford, Belfast, Anthony, you know, the whole situation with the leaks about SEG, you know, just like bare like stuff just been happening. You see what I mean? So you're never ever gonna get a situation, I don't think, for me, that we will rest. Like, we will have a relaxation. Like, there is no such thing as relaxation if you're a Man United fan. There isn't, unfortunately.
It's just never quiet. There's never a quiet, and when it is quiet, that's scary.
Yeah, exactly.
You know something's coming.
Yeah.
So you.
But look at that Ashworth one. That one came out of nowhere. That bomber came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that came out.
Ratcliffe, he's a bit of a.
That's your guy. That's your guy.
No, I'm just saying though, innit, in terms of he's very, very calculated guy. Like, he's gonna do more things to annoy people. And and people are gonna crack, man. I reckon a lot of people are gonna crack with Jim Ratcliffe. You know what I mean?
What kind of stuff do you think would be the kind of thing that pushes you over the edge? Because if you don't know, guys, Saeed is a staunch supporter.
I'm staunch. I'm pro structure.
You're not pro structure, bro. You're pro Jim.
No, I'm pro structure in terms of if Omar Berrada's there, then I'm cool. If Omar Berrada leaves, I'm Ineos out. You know what I mean? Now, real talk. If Omar Berrada leaves, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, man. I can't lie, man. Ineos are not, they're frauds in it. But as long as Omar Berrada is there, everyone relax.
It's him that you're putting your trust in. Berrada's
the guy that we got to put our trust in, guys. Yeah, he's the one that said to us by 2028 we're aiming to compete for the Premier League. He's the one that's basically got Amarin in a job. Let's be honest. You know,
you see what Amarim said today about Man City, that he was never in for the job at Man City.
Oh,
he was saying he was never in for it. He was never interested in it. It was if he was ever coming to Manchester, he said it was always going to be United. But I feel like that's what someone will say when they're
I'm not. The thing is, I'm not going to overanalyze that because I'm just like, he's going to say that in it just to get some repping. But by the way, Amrin's doing the amount of interviews this brother's doing, bro. Like,
but you know what? I know everyone's complaining about it, but I'm not surprised because there's a lot of broadcast rights holders that have these kind of what's the word? They have these rights for these interviews.
You tell me how many interviews you've seen of Arsenal.
Come on, bro. United, no disrespect to Liverpool, top of the league right now, but United gets you the views online. I beg you, go on Sky Sports YouTube channel, watch the videos they do about Man United and look at the view count, and then look at the same version for
Liverpool and Man United are one of the two biggest clubs in the world, though. Liverpool, United, not City, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Real Madrid, they're the top five. Yeah, like they're the top five. Liverpool are there. Like, it's just that I didn't see Liverpool, Arsenal do this amount of interviews. Maybe post-match interviews, don't get me wrong. But
that's what you did. I saw Amarim, they just released another interview, innit, on Sky Sports.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, today.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, like, come on. It's not comparable. But you know what? You are right in a sense of, like, people got to remember, like, United is the biggest club in the world, like, and the spotlight's always here. I mean, he could have, and that's why, for me, what he said was so good about Dan Ashworth. Like, one person doesn't change anything. Had he said, well, it's not ideal, then all of a sudden, tensions at Man United as Amram reveals not ideal that Dan Ashworth left. So he's have to be careful with his word, but he is going to crack at one point. Like, he can't be like this forever.
He's very PR trained. I don't want to say PR trained, but I think he's very media trained as a manager.
You have to be.
He says the right stuff that gets the fans on board. He'll like, I don't know if you realize, but he doesn't openly kind of criticize players. Like, when he's talking about Rashford, he'll talk about the things that Rashford needs to improve rather than the things that he's lacking. And that will be received well by fans because fans are going to be like, oh, he's not throwing his players under the bus, he's not criticizing them publicly. So he does all the right things. And I think maybe because it's a breath of fresh air compared to what Eric Ten Hag used to do, or, you had Jose Mourinho in the past that used to put his players on blast in the media as well.
Yeah. No, I think for me that's good though, isn't it? Like, I'd rather talk about football than talk about someone's dresses sense. And
listen, on that topic, talking about, obviously, I just mentioned Rashford, and the last week it's crazy because I said I had a theory the other day on KG. Me and KG got a podcast on his channel, and I said I had a theory basically about the Dan Ashworth news comes out, and then the next day suddenly everything in the media is about United selling Rashford. They're open to selling him. Then they're open to selling other players. Then they're willing to listen from 40 million price tag, etc., etc. Do you think, and guys, I want to hear what you lot think in the chat as well, so make sure you get involved and hit the like button too. Should Man United sell Marcus Rashford?
See, I'm one of them where I think for me, I'm the first one to say to sell him in it, but I just don't know if it's going to happen, Like, there's a degree of, like, for me, with this ownership, that if they don't sell him this summer or sell Bruno Fernandes or one of the big hitters, basically, then it ain't a rebuild. For a rebuild, you have to get rid of a hitter. Arsenal have done it. Man City done it in the past. Chelsea have done it. Gallagher. Whether people think Rashford and Gallagher are the same, still, they've let go of Mason Mount. They've let go of Cobham Academy. So I just think for me, it's that they have to sell Marcus Rashford. Like, for me, we cannot be going into next season. Is Rashford going to be on form this season? How many goals is Rashford going to score this season? Or how many he don't suit the system? He don't. You can clearly see he don't want to be bothered as well. He can't be bothered. He don't want to do it, and it clearly don't suit him. So we got to cash in. I think PSG are still after him. I really do.
But they got Barcola.
I know,
Dembele and Desire Doué.
Exactly, but they'll find a way for Rashford to be in there. They found a way for Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, and so
That's
many.
Not the same.
No, what I'm trying to say is that
you're saying they can have multiple players of similar profiles.
Yeah, they're just they're not really bothered about who comes in and how they fit. They just want the best talent in Europe, and that's what they've done for so many years. Like, they've just hoarded a lot of talent. You know what I mean? Dembele hasn't done anything over there. Let's be honest. But they wanted to go and get him. You know, Desiree Doué, you know, like did he ever suit what they were trying to do? Probably not.
I think Desire Doué did suit them, but I think he just, for me, I think he left Rennes a year too early because he really had one breakout season.
They literally went toe to toe with Bayern Munich. That would have suited him more. Bayern Munich under company, and the fact that, you know, it would have been Elise, Harry Kane, and Desiree Doué. That front three would have been so much kind of almost balanced in that aspect. But again, he didn't want to do it. They came in and João Neves, they came. Ugarte is a prime example. They came in for Ugarte. Chelsea were in for him. Let's slap 60 million on him.
Yeah.
After one season, you sell him. What's that all about?
No, but that's the thing. PSG are a team, and historically, I think, especially under what's his name, Nasser Al Khalifi, they don't hesitate to make difficult decisions. It's always United that, excuse my language, they pussyfoot around decisions where it's like, should we do it? Should we not?
Yeah.
Maresca came in, and my friend one of my friends is a Chelsea fan, and she was telling me that when Maresca came in, he watched tape. Yeah, before preseason started, he watched tape of the previous season. That's when he decided Conor Gallagher has to go. That's when he made his decision of the play. He didn't need time on the training field with them. Apparently, he watched tape and was like, "These guys are not gonna fit into my system." And I remember we were debating this back at the beginning of in the summer about Maresca came across as not reckless but very, you know, harsh in the media because of the way that he was talking about the players and whatnot. But sometimes I'm like, United need a little bit of that because I feel like we bubble wrap our players so much. You know, and the media has a field day with them. Like Marcus Rashford, for example, I say this all the time. The media has a field day with him. But in terms of when it comes to criticism and calling it what it is, I feel like as fans, we're too much player FC. Like if you support one player and I support another player, and we play and the two players play in the same position, I will try drag your player down as much as possible so it makes my player look better. And that's crazy to me.
Yeah, no, it's true. But that ultimately comes from the fact that the guys are good enough. Nobody's really clear, you know what I mean? Like in terms of like attackers wise, nobody's like on their own, like killing it, scoring 30 goals a season, you know. Or if they do, they can get back into the mud the next season. And Rashford has shown that he could go from getting 40 GA, was it? You know what I mean? In all competitions 2 seasons ago, to then not getting double-digit goals in the Premier League the season after. You see what I'm trying to say? So I look at it from my point of view is that that comes down to the coaches now. Do you believe Ruben Amorim is going to be like persistent, or is he going to just bite his tongue because you know what? It's one of them, man, where, you know, I've got to just keep this player here for the sake of him, and he's on 300 grand a week. Like, if he has to bite his tongue, and have to suffer with these players and have to kind of almost, what's the word I'm looking for? Play them, then boy, I don't think it's gonna work out. I can't lie to you.
If it's all that he has, I think he will play him. But also, I don't know if you realize, under Amorim, Rashford has either come off the bench in certain games, and if he plays, he gets hooked by the 60th minute. Yeah, I don't know if you realize. And for me, that is there's no other way that I can kind of really interpret that other than this guy's leaving. The manager it took Amorim one game, and you know me, everyone knows I'm a big fan of Marcus Rashford. I said I want to see Marcus Rashford lift a major title with Manchester United. That's what I want to see. But I think we have to accept. Why are you laughing?
No chance.
That's my dream. I'm saying it's not gonna happen. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'm saying it's my dream.
My dream is just to win it regardless. But yeah, go ahead.
I would love to see him do that. But for me, I think when you start to identify that the situation's toxic for both the club and the player, it's just best to part ways. And I think
why would he leave when he's on 300 grand a week though as well?
He'll get pushed out, bro. Ineos are cutting costs everywhere. You think they're not going to try to cut costs when it comes to the high earners, bro? They got rid of Varane.
I'll be honestly, like, if you want to get rid of him, you have to put him on the under 21s and let him train there.
But okay, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah,
you're saying we got to freeze him out of the team, basically.
Freeze him out of the team, yeah.
But you were against Ten Hag doing this to Sancho.
No, but the thing is, with Sancho, it was a case of training, and we didn't know the situation behind Sancho training or not. And it's actually showed now that there's actually nothing wrong with Sancho training. That was a personal beef. We're talking about something for the betterment of the club, you know. And
I don't know, but are you
it's for the betterment of the club. Yes or no?
Is it Marcus Rashford leaving will help the club, but I think there's a way that you do it. You don't do that to an academy player, bro. You don't do that to a Manchester.
It happens to every other club. Every other club it happens to. But
I think you try to sell him, you try to get him out of the club, but there's ways that you do it. I think if they turn around and treat him like that, players are going to be like, well, you know, what's to stop them from doing that?
You let people know where they like. You let people know. Like Ugarte wasn't even training with PSG's team, training with the under-21s.
No, but that's because he was pushing for the move.
No, but he was. But also PSG were like letting him know, yo, listen, you're not part of our first team plans.
Like, so you think I think they did it. I think Chelsea did it with Sterling and Gallagher and
Sterling. Sterling's done more than Rashford in his career. Sterling's won Premier League titles.
No, but not for Chelsea though. Come on, he didn't.
No, but the thing is though, you surely would respect a player like that and be like, you know what? But he said it to him, and he's got history with Raheem Sterling at City.
True. They
got history.
I don't like the idea of like freezing players out of the team and forcing their hand.
Maybe that's why we're soft as a fan base, baby.
You're thinking we need to be not reckless but brutal.
But you just say to him, yo, listen, he's not a part of our plans at the minute, and you know, that's it. You know what I mean? And that's all it is.
That's fair enough. If you're saying that you're not part of the plans, and you know
you're not part of the plans, and you have to move on. But obviously, I don't expect Amarin to do that here. But I expect the club to make that stance if they want to do it. But I genuinely believe
a lot of people are agreeing with you in the chat, by the way.
You know what it is? I just don't believe that this football club will do it to a man born and bred though, and a guy who's local and whatnot, and all of his PR that he has as well with what he's done for the homeless people and that. I just think for me they'll be like, you know what, we can't do that to him. You know what I mean? So I don't think it will happen. I want it to happen, but I don't think it will happen.
I think in the summer, one big name is going to leave.
If you had to choose between Bruno and Rashford, who would you say to?
I would sell Rashford because I think Bruno would be more. I don't want to say difficult to replace, but in the world of creative outlets or tens, I think it's easier to replace a goal scorer.
Oh man, this is a tricky one. I can't lie.
What do you think? I think it's easier to replace a goal scorer right now in football because you got a lot of goal scoring.
Bruno to sell first.
Yeah, chat. Let us know in the chat who would you sell first, Bruno or Rashford? And also,
no, you have to only choose one.
Yeah, which one are you going to sell in the summer? Rashford.
For me, I'm not lying. I think it might be Bruno. You know.
You think so?
Yeah, I can't lie because we know with Rashford. Yeah, I just know he won't play, and
it won't drive his price up.
He won't be part of the first team. I always know Bruno's going to be starting games. So he's a captain as well. So I know that then he's just out the door.
I don't think Bruno also, they just gave him that little top contract.
I mean, it's on 300 grand a week though. 50 grand on top.
Yeah, that's another guy they're going to push out in due time. They're going to get all the high earners out to a point where probably the highest earner in the team is going to be...
Casemiro will definitely leave. Even another one, Mason Mount. I'd look to cash in on this summer as well, Mason Mount.
But what's the likelihood? What's the likelihood United sell a lot of these players? Because this is a big core of players that people are saying need to go. And because I was saying the other day, United need to do another rebuild on top of the rebuild that they just did.
Yeah, you're spot on.
So what's the likelihood they sell Rashford and Mount in the same window?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they do. I genuinely don't think they do. And that is the saddest reality and the saddest indictment of this whole thing was that they won't sell them. Like I can see Maguire going, Lindelof going. I can see what's it called again? Who else is in there? Maguire, Lindelof, Eriksen leaving.
Eriksen, Evans.
Poor
guy. Well, poor Evans. He came here to just chill, and he's being forced to play football. Casemiro.
Yeah, I think he'll leave this summer. Who else is up front? This is the problem as well. We're not going to get rid of any attackers, man. Anthony, maybe 6.
I would keep, out of everyone you just listed, I would keep Maguire.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd probably keep him as well.
I'd keep Maguire on reduced wages and like a reduced role. But I feel like Maguire has shown us in the last couple of years he's a professional. He's a true professional. You have your question marks about him, but he's a true professional, and he's good on the ball, and you need that in the central centre back position. So out of everyone you named, I would look at keeping Maguire. But if he brings you in money, he brings you in money. Big up to Donna, been a member for 4 months, says well done Minna and Saeed, 2 smart United fans. Big up to Chico as well, says big up Minna and Saeed and the minions. Big up. Listen guys, be sure to hit the like button as well. We've got over 200 and something people here, less than 100 likes, man. Don't
come on, let's like the video. Come on, man, people.
Like the video. It helps with the algorithm. If you want to send in super chats as well with your comments, with your questions, with your thoughts, you can do that. And if you want to join the membership club, you can. It's the pinned comment in the chat. You get your badges, you get your emojis, you get your custom member content. And just quickly on the topic of selling people, Marcus Rashford, price tag. Because me and KG have been arguing about a price tag for the last week or so. And I said Marcus Rashford should not be going for anything less than 60 million. If United look to sell him, you cannot set, bro. No disrespect to like players. Like I saw Brennan Johnson go for 50 million, and I think Brennan Johnson is a decent player, but I don't think he's 50 million. But also, I think also the transfer windows are inflated over the last couple. It's a cost of living crisis. Like gone are the days that 30 million was a lot for a transfer. Back in the day, 30 million used to be a lot. Now 30 million is like the base. It's like the standard. 60 million for me should be the base for Rashford, but apparently they're willing to listen to for 40.
I think for me, I would go from the 40 to 60 mark. I think that's anywhere in between that, I think would be calm with me. I wouldn't mind 40 to 60.
Would you sell to Arsenal?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah.
You would sell him to Arsenal?
Yes. Not bothered where he goes. Genuinely. Like, I just don't think he's good enough anyway, so he'll flop at Arsenal. So yeah,
no, maybe am I looking at it through like rose-tinted glasses?
Yeah, no. I honestly, I don't care. I don't care if he goes to Arsenal. So what? Like, doesn't affect me. We move on. Yeah, we let them have that problem where he doesn't want to do, doesn't want to try enough and whatnot. So yeah.
I think he looks like he's fell out of love with football. I can't lie.
Exactly. I said that. Yeah.
In the last like 18 months, getting dropped from the England team. Then being in and out of the lineup.
It's like a job to him now. He doesn't feel like he actually really like cares about playing football. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Do you think it's to do with, because I genuinely feel like sometimes when players come onto the football scene at a younger age, they peak a lot earlier. So they start to regress a lot earlier.
Yeah.
27 should be the age that most footballers are probably like peaking. But you see players that come onto the scene at 16, 17, 18, they peak at like 22, 23. So by the time they get to 27, their trajectory is starting to go down.
The trajectory is going, yeah, exactly. That's why for me, when I look at Lookman, I'm like, fair play. He's actually gone the other way. He started off young, and then now he's actually getting better with age. So he's 27. I look at Lookman. He's strong, he's powerful, he's quick, he's direct, he's and he's got a brilliant strike on him. So I can't lie, I think for me, with Rashford, 27, you're right, like he's lost his running power. He's definitely his mentality and love for football is kind of low, it's kind of fading away. So yeah, man, he ain't got really long left in this game for me. He's got like 2 years maximum left,
Damn, what I mean? 2 years. Yeah, that takes him up to like 29, 30.
Yeah. He's got 2 years left of the game, and then after that, yeah.
Who would you replace him with if we sell him? Because I'm seeing people talking about Liao. I'm seeing people talking about Callum Vascalia. Who would you replace Rashford for? Who would you like to see?
Kvaratskhelia is my dream signing. I've always rated Kvaratskhelia, but you do have Mamouche, you do have Cunha, you have that one there. Lookman is another one. So there's actually a lot.
That's why I said it's easier to replace a Rashford than it is a Bruno.
Yeah, maybe in that aspect, I get it. But then when with Bruno we're playing we're playing him in the 8, and the 8's not really difficult to replace. We've got so many players like Edison. Edison should be high on the list this season, man. If we don't get Edison, oh my God, man. And you allow Liverpool and Man City to get him, yeah, we're finished. I
want Belieber from Brighton.
But then again,
whatever his name is. He's pretty decent, and I feel like United need that. Edison as well. I feel like United need that physicality. in the midfield. They need that.
They need it. He's and then you have to have someone who's at least good on the ball, and Edison's good on the ball, so he could actually progress the ball as well. So then you got Ugarte there with him. So you got 2 South Americans in there, man. That would be lit, that, man. Brazilian and Uruguayan in there. But will it happen or not? I'm not sure. You get me? He might, listen, the manager might go get players that he wants, you know? Like, who have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, imagine he goes back to Sporting and gets his guys from Sporting.
Yeah, like, is it Holman or something like that?
Yeah, Hodgman.
Imagine he does that. Like, and then there's a whole Ten Hag 2.0 where we're getting players from previous clubs. But that right there could be a bit of a bad one.
I think we might get one player from Sporting, and it will either be the wing back, I think Quenda, or Gyökeres. I don't see us getting Gyökeres. I don't see it. I know there's a lot.
We need a striker though. We definitely need a striker because listen, KG can shout from the rooftops and that and start talking about respect Højlund. But
what you not feel? What you think Højlund's
I'm not feeling Højlund, but I just don't think he should be a starting number 9 going forward next season.
He wears number 9, innit? He wears the number 9 shirt. He wears the number 9 shirt, innit?
Is it 11?
Yeah. Is it 11? Yeah, no, he wears 9. I swear. Zashi wears 11.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I do think United need a striker. I agree with that. But I just don't know.
Though. He said sell everyone the other week here. Then now he's gassing up Højlund. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. It's one of them. But he you know, and KG's a funny guy, man. He put all of his stocks here on Anthony. You know, he put coins on Anthony. You know what I mean? So,
but KG, I love KG. Yeah, he'll admit it that he gets carried away with like comps because he doesn't watch football out. He'll admit it. He don't watch players outside of United.
Yeah.
But when we're linked to players, he does his research. But we were even debating this the other day on his podcast where we were talking about keep, sell, and I think he had like I think only 5 players for start. It was Kobe, Yoro, Mazraoui, Ugarte, De Ligt, and I said I think United need.
Why was it in there then?
Huh? And Højlund. No, Højlund. It was them. It was them 6. It was them 6. And I said that if there's anything that United need to upgrade on, they need a centre back that's better on the ball, and they also need a striker. And we were debating about what's the priority position. Kind of, he said left wing back is priority. I said striker is priority because striker gets you goals, bro.
Yeah,
like
we have to go and get Gyökeres or someone. There's not many strikers available. You have to go get Gyökeres. Don't let another.
There's a lot of strikers available. Don't let this idea, bro, that there's no strikers.
Okay, who's available? Who's available?
Come on, you got Jonathan David. He's available on a free. No, I'm just listing. Let me list the strikers because everyone is infatuated with the idea of Gyökeres, which I rightfully so. He's the best striker in Europe right now. But there's Gyökeres, there's Victor Osimhen, there's Boniface, there's Vlahovic. There's, like I mentioned, Jonathan David. There are strikers that Omar Marmoush. I think he might go Liverpool though. Alexander Isak. Not guaranteed we can probably buy him because I know Newcastle's going to ask for like 120, 130 for him. Yeah, De Ligt from Ipswich. There's a lot of strikers out there. We shouldn't be fixated on one striker. The idea of one striker because Gyökeres, it's not only United's going to be in it for him. There's going to be other teams in it for him.
That's what I'm saying to you. You have to go in for him quick. You know what I mean? The ones that you're mentioning there, Osimhen as well. You know what I mean? Is he wanting to stay there? Does he want another chance at going to Chelsea again? You know what I mean? You got to remember, he didn't end up going to Chelsea, which he wanted to do. Yeah. He'll have another opportunity to go to Chelsea. Who else is there?
Boniface.
Nah, not good enough. Not good enough.
I think Marmoush is the only striker that I would look at. I'm not gonna lie.
He can play the left 10 though, innit? He can play the left 10 though as well.
Yeah, he can, and you know what? I was reading an article about the kind of goals that he scores, and he scores a lot of across the goal kind of shots, which is yesterday. I think he scored like that midweek as well. Again, I think they lost. But his goal record this season, not just his goal record, his goal creation, like goal contribution. It's ridiculous for a team like Frankfurt.
Yeah, for a team like Frankfurt, yeah. He's having an amazing season, to be fair.
And I think he's doing better this season at Frankfurt than Kolo Muani was when he was at Frankfurt before he went to PSG. You remember there was a lot of hype around Kolo Muani.
To be fair, he did well over there. Then
Kolo Muani stinks.
Went to a big club and got found out. He stinks.
Yeah, he stinks.
The problem with players leaving, so soon, like in their careers, like they just. it's such a rush to kind of leave. And it's like, bro, like, relax, man. Like, why are you such in a rush for? Like, shout out to Garassi, man. You know what I mean?
And
like,
United should have been in for him last season, bro. He had a release clause of 17.5 million.
I watched him against Barcelona. Brilliant performance. Like, hold up play, link up play. Like, he's such a good player, man. Like, but again, United too slow.
I think people were put off by his injury record, which I just never understood because he never had a dramatic
injury record.
It wasn't a mad one. It was just a very average injury. But he missed a lot of AFCON because of his injury record. I remember last season.
I see.
But just seeing as we're talking about strikers, let's talk about yesterday's game. What do you think United's best front three is going into the derby? And what did you think of yesterday's game? Xerxes starting, Rashford starting.
Yeah, no, I think for me, Xerxes just didn't have any service. And when he did, like, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but they squeezed on him and then there was literally no one next to him. Rashford was absolutely anonymous. Ahmad didn't really do much in the first half. Like, we didn't really get towards Xerxes. Second half, what I found better was Anthony and Mount actually impacted the game. They gave us a bit more directness. They would literally like pressing better. They were moving the ball quicker, and it just helped the flow of the game. And Bruno started to get on the ball, and we were just a bit more dominant in that aspect. So the second half, last 20 minutes, we were very, very dominant. We deserved to win in the end, yeah. But I think for now, Man City game, I would go with Højlund, yeah, Ahmad, and it's a toss-up between Bruno and Mount, but I'm going to go with Bruno. Bruno in that left 10. But then again, is Mount probably going to be better in that aspect? I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely go with that three there. But I think Ahmad goes back to his position on the weekend.
You know what though? Do you like him? Do you like Ahmad at right wing back? Because I realized when Ahmad was playing in the 10 yesterday, there's a lot less ball progression on that like wide side, which is why I think he plays him at right wing back because he can progress the ball.
Exactly. People don't. This is why I kept saying people. I initially thought, when I see them play right wing back, I said, "Yo, manager, what are you doing?" But then we see the best football from Amad Diallo at right wing back, and it's okay. It's not a defensive formation. Why are we going on like it's a defensive, formation? For me, I think he could do well there. And I wouldn't be so not happy he's there. Like, okay, cool. We wanted to play him in 10 and that. You know what I'm saying to you? But at the same time, let's be honest, he can play anywhere. He's that good of a footballer. But I would stick with him, obviously in a right wing back role. I don't mind him there. I actually prefer him there than the right 10 at the minute, because the right 10 is just right now at the minute is so broken, man. Like, who's linking up? I generally think for me, Garnacho is going to be playing on the weekend. And sorry, guys, but that's going to happen.
I think he will be as well. Yeah, I think
Garnacho,
they're going to.
Garnacho, Mount Højlund, that will be your front three on Sunday. You heard it here first. Yes.
And Bruno in the deeper role?
Bruno and Gatti deeper role. Ahmad right. Mazarawi left. Lisandro, Dilit, and Yoro and Onana. Dallo gets dropped.
Garnacho has started I don't know if you realize, but when Garnacho don't play midweek, he plays on the weekend.
There you go.
And vice versa. If you don't play weekend, he'll play.
Yeah, maybe Kobe actually. You know what? Kobe might start. Yeah, so you got Bruno in the 10. Kobe, yeah. Kobe didn't.
I don't think Mount is gonna start. I don't think Mount is gonna start.
Yeah, I can't lie.
But the thing is, just quickly, we don't know what version of City we're getting. That's the problem. Yeah. Like, I feel like if City were flying, we would know, like, oh, this person has to play to nullify this person, or this person needs to go toe to toe with KDB, and we need this. Because City are so bad right now, you don't know. And me and KG were talking about it as well, saying when teams need a confidence boost, sometimes all they need to do is play United.
Play United, yeah. It's a big game for both teams. Like, we then kickstart the Ruben Amorim era, and they get back to winning ways and maybe reignite their season again, because then you've just beaten Manchester United at derby, So it's probably one of the biggest. Like, I call this the mid-off Manchester derby.
It's the El Clasico. When they say El Clasico, this is the El Clasico, because both teams are not that great at the moment. But United have an excuse.
Yeah,
United got a reason to not be the best of their versions right now. City, I don't think I've seen City this bad since Pepper's taken over.
No. They've not been this bad. Nobody has not got one win in 10. Arteta hasn't. You know,
the Ten Hag
hasn't. You know, like these managers haven't won that. For us, we can't lose 3 in a row, then play Tottenham in the cup. Mina, like, yo, Tottenham
three Premier League losses. You know, Amorim has never lost 3 league games in a row, just as a manager.
Nah, we can't do that record, man. Oh my god, why did you rhyme with that?
I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I brought it up. I'm sorry to bring it up.
And then at Man United, he loses it. And at Man United,
within less than 10 games, at United, he'll break that record.
That's man. United ruin you, innit?
I'm not worried about. I can't lie. The Tottenham, and it's crazy for me to say this because Tottenham beat United in September, but I'm not as worried about the Tottenham game as I am the City game.
Now, because they've got injuries in it and they don't know how to defend.
I was watching them against Rangers yesterday. They don't look that.
The problem is though, they played against Man City, Chelsea, and they had chances. You know, they were peppering Chelsea at 1 minute. But who knows? That one there we'll have to focus on thingy. Yeah, but yeah, like wallahi, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah.
Sunday's gonna be an interesting one. Sunday's gonna be it's gonna be an interesting game on Sunday. Big up to Ak, been a member for 12 months. Says I think we need a striker in January. We only have one proper striker. Zaxi isn't a proper striker. What's your opinions on January priorities? I'm gonna come back to that. Big up to Stu, says GOAT collaboration. Shout out to Stu. Big up for the super chat. Do you think United will make any transfers in January? And if you were to, like, being realistic, because I could go out and say, yeah, we should sign Mbappe, but that's not realistic. Being realistic, do you think United will? And if they can, what do you think would be the one signing?
That's what's done. The left back. But I think it'll be like loans.
Yeah.
Or potentially deals which are not that difficult to kind of get done. But majority of them will be prioritizing maybe loans. So it could be a Colomwani on loan. It could be.
Hold on. We want to get Rashford out the door, but in the same breath, we're suggesting Colomwani on loan. I get it. Loan is what's it called? Low risk, high reward, potentially. But Colomwani is not that guy, guys.
No, I'm just saying like what could be available. I think,
what could be okay, all right. What could be available?
Not that I want, you know what I mean? Like that, yeah. So it might be one of them ones where we could get a fullback on loan. You know what I mean? I don't know who that one is. So you might get like certain ones that you would probably go and get. So yeah, it's gonna be literally like proper desperate times. Like and you never know. Like Man City might go in and smoke everyone. Liverpool might go in as well. You know, Arsenal might go in as well. You never know.
Yeah, I think Arsenal are in dire need of players too.
Yeah, and Chelsea always need something. They just love loads to spend. They just spend FC.
Yeah, but they're also good at getting people out the door. Big up to Carl, says there's nothing special about Gyökeres. He's the player everybody wants but gets frustrated when they see him play. Look at Sesko now, just hype. I think United were linked to Sesko as well. Arsenal were linked to Sesko in the summer.
Yeah.
Signed a new deal, I think, if I'm not
wrong.
We
were linked with him. We were linked with Sesko, but I'm glad we didn't get him, man. He's a scrub as well, man.
You think Sesko's a scrub?
Yeah, he's a
scrub. You don't rate him?
Don't rate him.
And Leipzig, they crashed out of the Champions League, isn't it? They're out.
Are they out?
Yeah, they're 6 losses. They've lost.
5
losses. They're out. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I saw on TV the other day they said Leipzig's out.
Yeah, Marco Silva's in trouble. Not Marco Rose is in trouble. Big up to Adam, man. He's always hyping Marco Rose, man. But yeah. Benjamin Sesko. Let me find out his goal scoring this season.
His goal scoring record, I think, is decent. I think he's scored. I definitely think he's got double digits.
Oh, he's got Champions League. Got 3 goals in the Champions League.
Yeah,
and then Bundesliga's got 4.
Oh wow,
so,
that is poor, bro.
DF Pokal.
Yeah, that's the cup.
2. So all in all, he's got 9 goals.
I swear that's like the same. That's less a goal more, I think, or 2 goals more than Rashford.
3 assists.
I think I'm pretty sure that's like 2 goals more than Rashford does.
He's got like 12 GA this season.
But he is young, yeah, that's true. He's only 21. That's true.
We need more young strikers then, yeah.
Yeah, but do you think that's the path United should go down? Because Chelsea.
No.
Chelsea's oldest player apparently in their team, in their squad, is Tosin Adarabioyo.
Yeah, he's 27.
Yeah, and apparently he's the oldest.
Okay, then, but then when you get young players, they have to be ready-made.
What's the likelihood of getting ready-made? Bro, the only young player that's ready-made right now is Lamine Yamal. There's no one. There's no young player that's ready-made.
Cole Palmer. They got Cole Palmer.
Okay, Cole Palmer. Yeah.
Fig is young. What's his name? Lavia was young.
Yeah.
So you can go and get them like they're ready-made but young.
I don't know if I don't know if United need young players.
We don't need young players.
Yeah. I feel like unless they're like a one-of-one kind of player. United, here is United ruin talent. Get young talent and ruin them. We run them
exactly. They ruin talent.
But on the topic of just United's recruitment and whatnot, what are you putting on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being amazing, 1 being bad. Where you putting Ineos's ownership a year in?
I'd probably say like what 6.5.
Okay. And what's the reasoning?
No, because I don't think we've done anything substantial. You know what I mean? Like I give them a solid window last summer, but the Dan Ashworth thing's a bit of an eye opener, so that kind of gets the rating down. But yeah, 6.57. Yeah, nothing spectacular, but they can't really do anything in a year. You know what I mean? Like it's still early on.
But are you basing that only on the football stuff, not the cost cutting and
the cost cutting one? Yeah, obviously you got that one as well. Ticket prices, obviously that's gone down as well. Yeah, but I think for me, all in all, yeah, they sacked the manager, they didn't. So that's why I've kind of gone down low a little bit, gone to 6.5, because I think they've done a lot of things that they should have said. You know what, we don't need to do anyway. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like they could have done things if they did, you know what I mean? If they like they didn't need to do all of this stuff. So that's why I'm going with 6.5. It's a generous score, but it's not a score that is gassing them up all of a sudden. Do you get it?
Yeah, I hear it. Big up to Carl says, my point is United need a top quality, not just a body. Liam Delap should be the target. Can't let Chelsea sign him. I said I'd take Liam Delap. I said this on a video a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, would you take him?
Yeah, I'll take for a reasonable price though, not for something blasphemous like 90 million. 40 million, I would take him. 30, 40.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think City got a buyback clause on him apparently.
Yeah. They have.
And what's it called? They are struggling with Haaland. I would say they're struggling with Haaland right now.
But one thing about City though is like you can't keep thinking you can win leagues without having more than one striker. Like sooner or later you're gonna get found out in it, and that's what they're doing right now. Like Haaland should be given rest sometimes. Haaland should be given times where he can play with second striker. Like Julian Alvarez, like he relieved a lot of pressure, man. He scored some big goals in big games. And when Haaland wasn't delivering, he was there to kind of mop up on that. So, they used to have it Aguero, Negredo, Dzeko, Balotelli. So, I think that's what Guardiola will look to as you know what, man, can't just have one striker, So they might end up getting Liam Delap as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely think there'll be some Premier League teams in for Delap in the summer, 100%. Yeah. If Ipswich stay up or go down. I don't know if you saw the press conference from the manager yesterday, the Victoria Pleasant manager. He said that he told his players to just keep shooting.
I don't know with Onana, I don't know, like for me, it's like, what do you do with Onana? Like, I don't know,
Onana, he makes it so difficult because I was seeing his praise, at the beginning, like throughout the season, saying that he's done, but he's had 2 back-to-back bozo moments. 2 games, 2 bozo moments. And for me, the biggest worry is, and I don't know if you feel the same, I have no sense of security with Onana. Like, if someone shoots, I'm always like, my heart is in my stomach because I'm scared it's going to go in.
Facts.
And I think that's a problem. I can't lie. I think that is a concern.
It's a massive concern. More than you can believe, it's a massive concern.
And even with the passing, his passing as well is questionable.
David De Gea is a better passer than Onana. I'm sorry. Like, genuinely, I don't care. It's a big hot take. David De Gea was a better passer than Onana.
Damn. Damn. The guy that couldn't pass for shit.
The guy that couldn't pass is better than the one that proclaims to be a good passer.
You know what it is, though?
He can't pass. What is he good at?
Do you not agree with him in the chat? Let me know. Let me know, because I think that's a wild thing. I've seen De Gea kick the ball out way too much. Like, way too much.
But the thing is, though, what Onana's kicking is terrible, man.
I think it's terrible because of what people hyped it up to be. Like, when we signed Onana, I shout out to Marcel, because Marcel was saying football starts from the back. You know, you need to have a goalkeeper that can pass. So I thought we were getting a Paul Scholes type of goalkeeper.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. And I'm not gonna lie and say that I watched Inter a lot. I watched them in increments during the season. But I think actually, goalkeeper for goalkeeper, I think Mike Maignan is a better keeper than Onana. Yeah, I actually think Mike Maignan is a better.
Makes a lot of mistakes though as well, and his injury.
But so does Onana. That's the thing. Like, but name me one keeper right now, and I'm talking about predominantly keepers outside of the Premier League, because I think it's very unlikely United buy a keeper from a league, a Premier League rival. There's not really many goalkeepers out there that don't make. Bro, Donnarumma stinks. That guy's.
Oh, he's been displaced on, I think, by the other guy, the Russian.
They're trying to sell him. PSG are trying to sell him. And PSG don't f about. I told you, Nasser Al-Khalifi, he don't mess about. Once you start making errors, or he realizes that you're not cut for the team, he will sell you, whether the manager wants to keep you or not. And I think with Onana, and this is my frustration. I can imagine if like the players feel frustrated, because they're probably thinking, my keeper's not there to save me if I make an error.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, bro. And this is what I'm saying. It's like, for me, it's like, you know, like when Nord is going mad about Onana, I'm like, yo, chill, man, give him time. But you know what, man? Like the manager might be ruthless to say, you know what? Like, I'm gonna bring my own keeper in. I don't really need you. Like, he might bring in Diogo Costa from Porto.
I wanted Diogo Costa when we were signing Onana, but I don't know if you said the manager might get rid of him. Barada, in an interview with Financial Times, said that when he was at City, he did the interview when he was at City, but it came out when he joined United. He said at his time at City, he had a rule, 2 years. When you come in as a new signing, you got 2 seasons to basically prove your value to the team. Otherwise, they don't hesitate to sell. And think of all the people that City have brought in the years and then have sold after a couple of seasons. And I think Onana might be. Yeah, but you need that. I feel like you need to be. I feel like you need to be like that in terms of. No, it's not ruthlessness, but you need to be calculated with your decisions. You need to be calculated with what you're going to do if a signing don't work out. Because unfortunately, United has been on the receiving end of a lot of signings not working out over the last couple of years. So I definitely think that has to be something they look at this summer and be like, you know what, everyone we signed in the first 2 seasons under Erik ten Hag, they need to be on a watch list.
But the thing is, I just, bro, I'm just like, please, United, like, if you're gonna be ruthless, be ruthless. Don't be half-hearted about it. Yeah.
So you want them to be like, you're going like everybody.
Everyone going, man. If they could do that, I swear down, we might be back. Genuinely, we might be back. If they could do that, Mina, like, I swear down, United might be back, you know, like, genuinely.
I think there's a long way to go, bro, before we can say United's back. But it's a step in the right direction. It's definitely a step in the right direction.
I think for me, my thing is, right, it's that if United have a plan and they execute it and they say, right, cool, this is what we're trying to do. We're going to get rid of this player, that player. But our intention is to do this. Just give me an intention that you're selling players. Please. Give me that.
Apparently, that's what Ratcliffe was. One of the reasons why he was upset with Dan Ashworth. In the Athletic article, they said that Ratcliffe reportedly felt like United didn't sell well in the summer. They didn't get enough people out the door.
Okay.
But I feel like United got a lot of people out the door.
They did?
I feel like they got a lot of people, albeit it wasn't maybe for a lot of money. But
they got a lot of people out, though.
They got, in comparison to previous windows, they definitely got more people out in this window.
People out. Are you mad?
But obviously, there's still more to go. In this summer, priority selling. who do you think is the priority players that United need to look at selling? Like they have, like I'm not saying, oh, we could fit him in the team.
Bruno. You know what? Can someone bring me the tweet? Yeah, I want to try and see if I can get that tweet. Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna let it go.
Said that United need to go sell Rashford and Bruno. I swear down, I couldn't believe the comments. Yeah, and
but when was context in it? When did you tweet that?
This has been last year.
Okay, last year. Okay.
Yeah.
But because context is important, because
here we go.
Share your screen.
Look at this. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Look at this.
Man United can't go forward if these two players are part of the team. The harsh reality. They play as individuals. And this was what, January, at the beginning of January. What game was this after? Who did United play that day?
Champions League or something, I don't know.
Nah, January 15, hold on. Jan 15, 2024, Man United. Who did we must have played someone on that day. Oh, we drew to Tottenham.
We drew to Tottenham, yeah.
The day before that, we drew to Tottenham. 2-2.
Yeah. Look at the comments though, man. They are holding us back. If you watch football, you'll realize why. Don't listen to tacticals with their spreadsheets. It's misleading.
I genuinely feel like you might have seen it a lot earlier. Like you probably just noticed it or realized it a lot earlier. But I feel like people are coming to the realization about Rashford.
Big account, that's a big account, He said, we are Man United. We shouldn't be having players who actually put up numbers. Let's sell the best two players and build around Eriksen and Anthony.
But it's opinions, bro. Come on, it's opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You just want a moment to be like, I told you so.
I'm not saying I told you so, but I'm just saying, like, I say things there. Luke Shaw, for example. Luke Shaw.
Oh, but I sat on Sky Sports. No, but I sat on Sky Sports saying Luke Shaw needs to go.
He's a Luke Shaw fanboy, that guy, What's his name?
Jack. But Luke Shaw, listen, be honest, yeah? Be honest. If it weren't for injuries, Luke Shaw would have been a player. Be honest. You have to accept that is an aspect of it.
I don't know,
Because I'm sure you probably say the same thing about Anthony Martial. You probably say if without injuries, Martial would have been a great player.
Who's the most talented player, Anthony Martial or Luke Shaw?
Ooh, that's a because you know what? United brought them both for similar reasons. They were young players in Europe that were pitched to be like great players.
By Brandon Williams.
Nah, he didn't get
young.
Nah, you didn't get every time. Come on, you're rewriting history. Every time United brought in a new left back, Luke Shaw would step up.
How many assists has Luke Shaw got in his career? Do you know?
He got 28. You know why I know this? He got 28 assists because I said it on Sky Sports that over 28 assists, all competitions. He's been here for 10 years, so that means he's averaging 2.8 assists per season. Some players, Trent doesn't even average 2.8 assists in a season.
Sorry?
That's not even his average. But the thing is, you're arguing with me. I agree about Luke Shaw. He needs to go.
What's he actually good at? Tell me his qualities.
Come on, man. You're telling me that Luke Shaw is just dusted all around?
But please give me his qualities.
He's good on the ball. He's good 1v1. He's good 1v1.
1v1 in what sense?
He's good 1v1, i.e., like defensive transitions. The only things he struggles against, I think, is when he plays left back. Cut-ins. He struggles with cut-ins. Players cutting in.
His awareness and his positioning is awful. Yeah. He can't really cross, let's be honest. Yeah. And let's be honest, his attacking link-up play is a bit overrated as well. Like, he's not an attacking fullback. When you hear about attacking fullbacks, he ain't that guy. He's a good ball carrier. Good ball carrier. He's good technically. That's the only two qualities I give him.
Listen, you lot might argue with me, but I think he's one of Man United's most technical players. Like, if we're talking on a technical level,
that one I can agree with you.
He's up there. I just think, he's never wanted. This is a hot take because this is basically like I'm suggesting like I know him on a personal level, but he gives me the vibe that he's just never wanted it enough.
Of course,
like, he's just never wanted. Like when he was at his most fittest and he wasn't injured, bro. He's played more. He's missed more games than he's played at United, or he's not that far off. It's like 20 game difference. He's played 20 games more.
I found him the other night.
Who?
There's a picture of Luke Shaw. I don't know where he's. I found out.
What the hell is this? This is AI, bro.
It's not AI. It's real.
That's AI, bro. That's not real.
Look at this. It's literally Luke Shaw.
What kit is that he's wearing? That's like an old United kit.
No, that's a new kit, isn't it?
No, it's Chevrolet, bro. That's the Chevrolet logo. That's AI, bro. You got done by that AI thing that's on Twitter.
That's not AI, man.
That's AI, man. Guys, tell me that's look. They're saying it's AI, bro. That kit, that's the Chevrolet kit. That's not even a real
man. What are you doing? This is real.
Come on, bro. That's not even a real United kit. It's got little marks on it. That's the Chevrolet kit from how many seasons? Well, this guy filmed AI. I should kick you off the screen right now. AI, I should kick you off the screen. How are you falling for AI?
I'm not falling for it. I know it's free.
No, it's not, because you just said, let me show you this picture of Luke Shaw.
No, like there's so many. Look at them. Look at Bruno Fernandes.
It's all the AI pictures. It's all the AI pictures that
I know it is. I'm just joking with you. And then obviously there's one here. There's one here of Amarin here. Do you get it? But I find them hilarious though.
No, the AI pictures are jokes.
You have to feel like I was like,
no, because you give uncle vibes sometimes, that you fall for those kind of stuff.
Come on.
You're saying I'm joking now, but wallahi, I know deep down that you actually.
Wallah, I said,
no. I believe you fully thought that was a real.
Where's the Quran? I'm certainly not. I put the hand on the Quran.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know what I mean? Like, don't play with me then. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm joking. I'm literally telling you, like, I'm joking around you. So
I hear it. Someone says, I don't know what Mina means by Trent hasn't averaged 2.8 assists in a season over the last 10 years. He's at 11 a year in all comps. That's exactly my point. I'm saying that Trent has better stats statistically than his time at Liverpool than Luke Shaw has. That's literally my point. He averages double-digit assists per season, I think, at Liverpool.
It's clear of Luke Shaw. Robertson's been better left back than Luke Shaw.
Who? Robertson. Yeah, I can't argue that. But the thing is, like, it's injuries, bro. Don't call me injury merchant, but it is the injuries that have disappointed. Like, and I feel bad for him sometimes, because it's the same with Martial. I always think, without the injuries, what kind of players could they have been for United?
Yeah, there's so many left backs. I would.
Who would you get now as a left wing back option?
Kirkes. You got Nuri. For me, it's Alfonso because he's free in it.
Is it just solely because he's?
No, but I think for me, he'll suit what we're trying to do. Yeah, but I think
there's a lot of left wing backs. So I think United have a lot of options. They got it's Davies, Nuri, Robinson. I want Kirkes.
Yeah, Kirkes is good.
I like Kirkes.
Who's Dogu?
That is a guy that we've been linked to from. I think he's at Rennes or Lille or something. Okay. He's at some French team, I think. That we've been linked to. We've been linked to Alvaro Fernandez as well.
Yeah.
Apparently, Theo Hernandez, they got a price tag for him, 40 million or 45 million. Theo Hernandez. So, like, left wing back, I think, is the position that United might be able to fill a lot easily in comparison to other teams. Someone in the chat said Grimaldo. I think it's announced that he's going to leave in the summer, but he's like
he's 30 now. He's 30.
Yeah, he's like 28, 29. We need to have a conversation about Dalot, Saeed, and Mina. Dalot's your guy, isn't it? That's your guy.
Again, what?
No, Dalot is your guy, isn't it? Because I know that's your guy.
I've been criticizing Dalot for ages, for years.
No. The other day you on Monday on the Straight Jacket pod, you went.
No, but I've been the one that's been saying Dalot for years. I thought that defensively is his weak point. And we have to be very careful that I gave him a lot of credit last year, but I've been up to Dalot for years. You know, people say to me, yo, you're a Dalot hater. You're a Dalot hater. I remember saying, yo, I'm not sure about this Dalot guy, you know. So, yeah, no, I think for me, it's I generally think though, to be honest with you, I'm gonna give him a bit of leeway. I think he's burned out. I generally think he's burned out.
He just needs some time off.
Sorry?
He just needs some time off. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. No, and also he just doesn't suit the left wing back role. I think that's not his position at all.
I feel like he's a good squad player. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I just think he's a good squad player. I don't think he's a starter, but I feel like, and also like people criticize Dalot a lot, but I think he does have some benefits. Like he can get the ball forward, but his problem is when he gets the ball forward, it's like he stops and because he doesn't know. Like he only knows what to do up until that point, and after that, a lot of the time is hit and hope passes. And I agree with the part about burnout because he's played a lot. I think he played nearly every game last season.
See what I mean?
Practically every game, but that's the thing with United is we've got too many squad players in the team. Like everybody is a squad player.
Facts. Everyone's a squad player. So I'm just like, yo, listen, see you later, man. You get me? Like, I'm not really feeling this. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah. I think for me, we need to clear out, like a clear out.
But every summer they say we're gonna have every season. Sorry, they say United's are preparing for a clear out in the summer, but it never really happens.
Yeah, no, we don't, and that's where we've got to be very, very good right now. We have to be very, very good, you know. So for me, this summer's the biggest summer ever, like generally for United, biggest summer, like generally biggest summer. If we mess around this summer, yeah, long day.
I think Amorim will I don't want to say he'll struggle next season, but that is really his first summer to get the players that he needs. So if they don't support him in that kind of way, then it's going to be a problem for Amorim because he's going to have to make do with the same players that he probably had this season. Quickly, prediction: Sunday, Manchester derby. Is that Etihad?
Etihad. Yeah.
Two managers. 3-2.
Yeah, United.
Are you saying it's going to be a Super Sunday type of game?
Yeah, I think both defenses will concede goals. Both defenses will. Yeah, I think for me, I'm not gonna lie to you, Mina. I think there'll be chances for both.
3-2 to who? To United. To United.
3-2 to United. Yeah, come on, Mina. Man City. Get out of here.
3-2. I guess both teams can concede. Who do you think scoring? Yeah, where are the goals coming from? Who's scoring for United? 3 goals.
I think Højlund will get a goal. I think Bruno Fernandes can get a goal. Yeah, I think there'll be a couple of goals there. Maybe Højlund can get 2. Who knows? But I think for me, it'll be a 3-2 game. Generally,
I'm going to say 2-1 United. Just because, like you said, I think both teams going to concede.
2-1 United. That's fair.
But I saw that Pep kind of hinted at playing a back 5. And playing Mateus Nunes as a wing back. He kind of hinted at it.
Wow.
I think United need to get at the midfield and they need to get at Kyle Walker. That's their biggest weak spot right now is Kyle Walker. And their midfield. Right. Their midfield is a weak spot. Because I said this, I think it was the Spurs game when they had Bernardo Silva as the deepest midfielder. I said you're asking to get bullied, and what happened? Spurs bullied City in the midfield. They absolutely bullied them. Bernardo Silva, deepest guy. He's a good player, but he's not up there this season in terms of his abilities. So I think if United can get at them in the midfield and get at Kyle Walker, frustrate him a little bit, force him into getting booked like in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
it could go both ways for United. But I do think, who do you think the game is a bigger game for? Do you think it's a big game for City or big game for United? Like who needs the win?
Both. We lose 3 in a row then.
But this is me being devil's advocate. Don't you feel like United losing 3 in a row under Amorim right now is more not reasonable, but there's more excuses that can be made than City losing?
I don't think
1 in 11.
No, we can't lose 3 in a row, guys, man. It's not good luck, man. Even though for me it's like it's not the end of the world, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I just think for me, for the squad morale, man, it's not good to be losing 3 in a row, man. I don't want to be doing that.
I can't lie. United, Amorim's playing Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Spurs in the month. I think Liverpool is like the 5th of January. Yeah. But in his first 11 games, he's playing four of the top 6. If he gets a win against City out of all of them, or City and Spurs, if he can get 2 wins out of those 4 games, that's reasonable.
Yeah, that's fair. That's reasonable. Yeah, if he can get them, yeah. I mean, but Spurs is going to be a tough game as well. Like nothing's light work. I don't know what Jordan's saying there. But nothing's ever light work, man. We're scraping past games, man. So every game's tough. But listen, this is what it's about, guys, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm embracing it, and
suddenly Saeed is made for the tough times.
Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Right thing.
Yeah, that's a good saying. Tough times don't last. Only tough people do. The thing is, though, I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say I've put money on it, but I'm waiting for the crash out. I'm waiting for the Saeed crash out to come.
Why are you waiting for it?
I'm waiting on it. I'm
why
waiting on it. I'm waiting on it.
No, listen, I'm not gonna, honestly, guys, I'm not gonna do it.
This new Saeed is scaring me.
The manager, you will not hear nothing from me from the manager.
No, this new Saeed is scaring me a little bit.
There you go. It's a new me. You see that video? I told you, new me.
Yeah, apparently people everyone's waiting on your downfall, isn't it? Everyone's waiting to I told you so. Everyone's waiting to say I told you so. You would never stay like that.
Listen, I believe in the manager. It's not no manager sackings anymore. It's players sackings only.
Everybody, all the players can get it.
All the players can get it. The manager is exempt.
I hear it, man. Listen, guys, be sure to hit the like button if you haven't. We've got just over 200 likes. Saeed, let them know, man, what's coming. And big up to Sully with the super chat. Says, first time City are scrubs. Let's get the W. Honestly, I agree. We need to get the dub. We need to get the dub. But let them know, you got any streams today, tomorrow?
No, I'm not doing a stream, but I am doing. I got a video with Big Steve coming out at 7 p.m. Manchester Derby preview. We filmed it at the Classic Football Shirts.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I always wanted to go to that shop, you know.
Yeah, honestly, it's amazing. You need to go there. And yeah, we filmed it there. That'll be out at 7 p.m. people. So 7 p.m. Make sure you're there, people.
There you go. Link in the bio and in the title as well. Listen, guys, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. We'll be back. Got streams coming across the weekend, guys. So make sure you turn on your post notifications. So when I go live, you get notified, man. You know what it is. Big up to Saeed. Big up to everyone. I hope you have a great afternoon or evening. And we're out, guys. Peace.
Come on.
Peace.
Love.